Mr. Mars has this week's driving destinations.
So I found a few more places around Houston that I wasn't aware of.
Are you just afraid of tiptoeing out of the state of Texas?
Well, no, we're going someplace else, but, our core audience is here in Houston, so we're going to go to Dallas and San Antonio over the next couple of weeks before school starts. Then right after school starts, we're going to have one for the other portion of our audience.
Oh, county jail.
We're going to find some speakeasies.
We're going to go to the county jail.
Speakeasies? I wouldn't know anything about those. I know a lot about taverns, though, in Wisconsin.
No, we're going to be talking speakeasies.
Oh.
So we're talking about Chicago?
Talking about Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio speakeasies.
Okay.
That's what makes them a speakeasy. You don't know about them.
3 weeks is bordellos.
Yeah, well, now that we're going to save that for the Christmas holidays.
Bordellos or Portellos?
Bordellos.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
All right. So one of the things I found around Houston was the 1940 Air Terminal Museum. Now, this is it's an Art Deco terminal at the Hobby Airport, and it opened in 1940, and by then it was the sole commercial air terminal until 1954. So what they've done now is they've recreated this with a lot of the Women Air Force Service pilot uniforms, airline memorabilia, vintage models, and a lot of other things that go back to that early flight and civic heritage. If you're into that kind of thing, this would be a neat place to go.
They actually have wedding receptions over there, weddings, all sorts of things over there.
Oh, yeah?
You can rent it out, yeah.
Very good. The other thing I found that was kind of neat was the Shark Voyage at Houston's downtown aquarium. Now, this is an underwater train ride that takes a loop through the 200,000-gallon shark tunnel. Now, this is where you got sharks going all around you. Riders kind of glide past sand tiger sharks, brown sharks, and an 18-foot sawfish while learning about shark conservation. And it's pretty cool for all ages. Then you can, if you want to get out and get wet and wild, go to Lagoon Fest. Now, this is down in Texas City, but it's a 12-acre Crystal Lagoons experience complete with white sand beaches, cabanas, lounge chairs, paddle boards, kayaks, and bumper boards. They also have some flow rider surf simulations, a lot of things that you can set up and do, including, and they have food trucks and swim up bars.
Bumper board?
Bumper board is...
bumper boat. Did I say board?
Board, yeah.
You did.
My bad.
Okay, so it's bumper boat.
Board is for the guys that are really tough. They don't need it's all wood. Never mind.
This whole segment's boring.
Yeah. The other thing that I found was something called Activate Houston. Now, this is the Activate venue. This is up in the Woodlands. Actually, it's in spring, I think. But it takes and puts you into this interactive game room. Now, they have laser dodging, puzzle solving.
That's what you need is the putzing part. That would be
Yeah. So you can go in across 10 game rooms and get involved in all these games. Instead of doing it on TV, you can actually do it live.
Oh, my God. I'd want to do it on TV.
I would rather do it on TV, I think.
know you would.
Then,
and you are in kind of a sick way.
I also did not know that you can go to Hermann Park and they have pedal boats.
Yeah, do that. Do that, and make sure you take your grandkids along with you because you're going to be pooped out in a matter of moments after pedaling.
This is a family type thing, That's so for the whole family. It's McGovern Lake. I didn't even know there was a lake there, but it's got friendly urban outing in the heart of Houston, etc. Then, if you want something else, you can go to the Museum of Illusions in Houston. I thought this was really cool inside the Galleria. And it's fairly new.
If you don't get shot first.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to get inside, and that's part of the illusion. Tilted room, reversed room, hypnotic vortex tunnel, all these things that kind of get you interactive in these illusions that I thought was looking pretty cool. Then, coming over closer to home here, Jeff, minor league baseball at Constellation Field. You can go out there and watch a baseball game. They got things for kids in the kiddie corral, climbing structures. I know that's where you like to go.
That's about 3 miles from this studio right here.
Right. So I thought. And also out here, I did not know, there is something called Go Ape Zipline and Adventure Park here in Sugar Land. So you can have an outdoor experience, and it's in Brazos River Park. Got the longest zip lines in the Houston area, some of them up to 1,000 feet. 70 treetop obstacles, Tarzan swings, a lot of things if you want to go out climbing in the trees thinking you're Tarzan.
Tarzan swings for Mars.
I know Jeff's been out there. They probably have one that says, this is Jeff's personal swing, but...
Yeah, it swings like Jane.
Yes. So this is a few other things I found to do in the Houston area that I did not know you could do.
Thank you, sir. Cool. In-Will Time Car Talk Show continues after a quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.
About all things automotive. Thanks for being with us today. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture.
All right,
and
here we go.
Guinness World Record holders.
You've got high mileage on you, so you should be right in here, Don.
Thank you.
Many of these cars. Well, go ahead.
No, you got to get it up on the screen.
I thought I did. There you go.
You did.
Okay.
Now.
Many of these cars never see 100,000 miles on the odometer. There are owners like the ones that in these lists. Owners who keep their cars far beyond manufacturers' predicted lifespans, whether out of necessity or just pure love for the vehicle. This first one is a 1964 Porsche 356C. Last known mileage on this is 1 million miles. How about that? Gary Newmark received this 1964 Porsche as a graduation present from his father in the mid-'60s. Now, over 50 years later, this gentleman drives it daily. It's a blue one, and he's nicknamed it Blue. In 2013, the odometer showed 980,000 miles, and as the story goes, he was about to have all the media cover the rollover to 1 million.
Along with a stroke.
Right, but the car got stolen. So he figured that those plans are dashed. They found the car down the street because they couldn't properly hotwire it, those villains. So luckily he found it, and he did roll it over, and you can see the actual rollover of the car hitting 1 million miles on YouTube. So go ahead.
Not literally rolled over.
No, roll over the mileage of the odometer. Right. The next one is the 1983 Lincoln Town Car, 1.3 million miles. If you're going to travel 1.3 million miles,
let's do it in that.
It's best to do something with a pair of bench seats molded after your grandmother's most comfortable couch. The owner of the Lincoln Town Car drove it across the country on many occasions. He squeezed out 22 miles a gallon on the massive V8 the whole time. He maintained it at a Lincoln dealership for its entire life, never broke down once, he claims, and to see this stellar reliability from a Ford is great. Now,
so the interior, did it have kind of a musty, mothbally smell, since it could have been Grandma's closet?
Could have been Grandma's closet, but 2 weeks after this rolled over, Ford recalled it. The next one is a 63 Volkswagen Beetle. Last known mileage, 1.61 million miles. Mechanically speaking, Beetles are famous for their brutal simplicity, ease of repair, but not necessarily reliability. Yet this one covered an astonishing 1.61 million miles. It wasn't easy. The owner reportedly went through 7 engines on the way to this 1.6. He reached it in 1987 after buying the car in 63. That means he covered about 183 miles per day this whole lifespan of this vehicle. So there you go. That's kind of unbelievable. The next one,
Up
Mike,
and down the Hardy Toll Road.
Yeah. The next one is a 63 Plymouth Fury. Last known mileage, 1.62 million miles. Sometimes the reason for a car never making it to high mileage number is completely out of the owner's hands and pure bad luck. In this case, the 63 Plymouth Fury was a taxi in Montreal where it kept good care by the owner, and the whole time he had it, but in that time he estimates he carried some 800,000 passengers across the city. Came within a few miles of the Guinness World Record in 1999, and a truck hit his car, totaled it, so it's gone. So There you go. So much for that. The next one is the 1976 Mercedes-Benz 240D, 2.85 million miles.
You know, none of these cars are really cool. They're just nerdy.
They're drivers.
Well,
They're
they're
turdy cars.
yeah, it's 2.85 million miles. The first car of this list to travel over 2 million miles, doubling the mileage count of some of the cars earlier that we talked about. It belonged to a Greek taxi driver. There's kind of a theme here.
Now, a taxi driver
Got a
could afford that
California
kind of
license
car?
plate.
Who reached an astonishing 2.85 million miles in 2004. Mercedes-Benz recognized the longest-running vehicle in the company's history, gave this guy a C-Class for his taxi duties, and they put the 240D in the Museum of Mercedes. So how about that? The last one is a biggie. It's a 66 Volvo P1800, 3.25 million miles.
I saw an interview with the guy that has that car.
Fitting that Volvo would hold the Guinness World Record for the high mileage, although the P1800 wasn't just any Volvo. It was a beautiful and comfortable sports tourer. And its owner, Irv Gordon, which we don't know, used it for his true intention of purpose long-distance driving across the United States. Irv achieved an astounding mileage count of 3.4 million miles in 2014. He claimed that the secret to longevity was regular oil changes, closely following the manufacturer's maintenance guidelines, and keeping the car clean. Irv kept driving the Volvo until sadly he passed away at age 77 a few years later.
The car outlived him.
Yeah, car outlived him. Reportedly, odometer showed 3.25 miles. Rest in peace, Irv.
By the way, speaking of which, Greta Rogers, my 6th grade teacher, she had one of those.
Really?
Yeah. She was a pretty blonde lady, married. Don't know if she had any children or not, but she had one of those. And it was so odd. It was a cool car, especially back when it was new. It was a very cool car. Nobody else. I never knew anybody that had one other than her.
Right.
So apparently, she or her husband were into cool cars.
Yeah, was it red?
You know, I believe it was,
Oh, cool.
but whatever. All right. Time now for this hour's car review. I had the opportunity to drive the 2025 Chevrolet Blazer EV. Final assembly location, Ramos Arizpe, Mexico.
Oh, come on.
That's what it is. It comes in 3 trim levels, LT, RS, and SS. I had the SS all-wheel drive. This is a small, or what is considered a small SUV. The wheelbase on it is like a limousine. It seats 5. This year, the new SS trim debuts. The vehicle itself was all new in 2024. Long wheelbase makes a visual that is definitely noteworthy. And you stand out away from it and you look at it from the side and think, my God, the wheelbase goes on forever. To me, this is one of the sharpest looking designs in the EV class overall. Sculpted sides, complex modern grille without a blank grille panel in it. I can't stand that.
Yeah,
Why did they do that on
like
those
a-
electric vehicles? It's kind of like,
snub
well, we don't
nose.
know what to
Yep.
do with it, so we'll just put a blank panel in it.
Because there's no radiator.
Yeah, okay. Fastback, sloping roof line with integrated sunshade over the rear glass. What I liked about it, the big wheel well filling the wheel wells with tires, and it looks good. What could use improvement? Nothing. High marks for exterior design. On the inside, interior highlights include 17-inch huge infotainment screen that melds behind the instrument cluster screen. Works well. It looks good. Operating system is excellent and is easy to understand and operate. Comfortable seating with nice materials throughout. Love the shifter stalk on the column. It removes the bulky shifter down on the console to leave room for your cell phone charger, cup holders, the stuff that you really need. How often do you use the shifter? I like the stock that they've come up with. It works well. You've got the same one in your Buick.
Yep.
Cargo room, plenty behind the second row seats. What I liked, overall, great user-friendly design, great family vehicle. What could use improvement? It should come with its own trophy. Engine, well, it's all electric. It's rated at 615 horsepower. That's a lot, my friends.
Hubba,
650 pound-feet of torque. It is obviously electric, so electric motors, direct drive. Miles per gallon, if you want to drill it down to that. They claim 92 in the city and a highway of 77 for a combined of 85 miles per gallon E, which is electric. I got 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour, and I didn't do the math because I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
It's over 238.7 miles. What, Mars?
I said, no, I don't. That's
So why? So if they're going to drill it down and give me a figure that I can understand, 92 miles per gallon in the city, E, and 77 highway for a combined of 85, why can't they put that on the window sticker and say, here, this is it? No. Instead, it's 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. You do the math. I don't know how to do the math.
No, not for that.
238.7 miles I drove it. Plenty of power. What could use improvement? I don't know. Nothing. Ride and handling. Rode great, like a great big limo, and it was heavy. The weight, 5,730 pounds, and it felt like it. It felt like a big, heavy limousine. But you know what? It only takes a few drives, and that goes out of your mind.
Yeah.
You don't really think about
more
it.
than a NASCAR car.
Pretty much. Yes. Base trim price, $60,600. Now keep that in mind.
Yeah.
$60,600. Price is tested $64,180. You can get in one of these, not the SS model, for $44,600. I would definitely, if you're in for an EV, I would definitely check this out. It still have the $7,500 tax credit. Not going to be lasting much longer. And, of course, you know, the GM is about to pass on those tariffs, at least in some form. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, competitors. The Ford Mustang Mach-E starts at $37,995.
Okay.
The GT model, which you would compare this one that I drove. Remember, I told you that it's 64.
66.
The GT model on the Ford is $56,490. As a matter of fact, let's just do it that way. The Tesla Model Y compares favorably to it. The performance model of the Tesla Model Y is $52,880. And the Hyundai Ioniq 5 XRT, which is their performance model, $57,100. So it's right in there with those. So if you're looking
it's on the high end, but still in there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for an electric car, it fits.
Yeah. And with the review that you just gave it, and it's a sharp-looking vehicle, yeah, you could get all that money.
I tell you, man, I really liked it.
I don't think I rode in that one, but we did see it. Yes, it's a nice car.
It is very nice. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We'll be back right after.